Hello historians, welcome to the Unit 8 Summative Assessment 1 tutorial on how to properly create a cover slide and works cited slide for your project. As we go through the podcast, I'll be going over some key elements for both of these slides that will help you ensure that you don't lose points on the rubric. So our first slide in the entire PowerPoint should be our cover slide. Your cover slide should include the following 5 items: the name of all the presenters in your group, your teacher created a central question, a relevant image that deals with your question, your PowerPoint topic, or the unit of focus, the names of the sources you used. For example, you could give the name of a website, book, lecture, the names of a video, the names of political cartoons, or the names of any other items you use for your research. You should have at least 3 different pieces of evidence from 3 different sources, so this means that I should see 3 sources listed on your cover page. Finally, you should also have a title for your project. Let's take a look at what all 5 of the elements look like on a correctly formatted cover page. This is a correctly formatted cover page. On this page, we can see the 5 items I just explained are listed here. We can see the essential question. We can see the relevant image. We can see the title given to the project, the names of all the presenters, and finally, the names of all the sources used. Please notice that for the names, I did not provide website links. A link is not a name. In order to find the name of your source, visit the link that you're probably currently on and check the top of the website or check the pictures to see what is the name given to the source you're using. Again, a source can be anything that you get information from. So a source could be a website, a book, an image, a video, or anything else that you find online or anything else that you physically find in the classroom. Notice that for the sources, you are allowed to use one source from your notebook. So one of your sources could be lecture notes, documentary notes, video notes, or actual ID notes given to you in class. Let's talk about the second portion of this tutorial, how to create a works cited page. On the next slide, we're going to show you what a works cited page does not look like, what your works cited page should look like, and finally, how to use EasyBib.com to create your citation. EasyBib.com is a nice, free, easy website that will help you insert various pieces of information in order to correctly create a works cited page. Why is a works cited page needed? A works cited page is needed for the following reasons. Reason number 1, it allows you to give credit to the authors, artists, professors, and other professionals whose work you used as evidence. When you do not provide a works cited page, you are pretty much stealing information from other people. Therefore, it's important to make sure you include this page at the very end of any essay or any project in order to give the people proper credit. Secondly, a works cited page allows other people to deep dive into your research. Sometimes when you write an essay or create a PowerPoint or project, people might get really interested in the pieces of evidence that you used. They might want to go back and read those articles or watch those videos for themselves. A works cited page tells the person exactly where you got your evidence from, and therefore it allows them to easily find that evidence to deep dive into it themselves. Finally, a works cited page shows that your work is credible, meaning trustworthy. When you create a project, PowerPoint, or essay, and you do not provide a works cited page, people don't know where you got your information from. And if they don't know where you got your information from, they may not trust your research or they may not trust your project. If your project is not trustworthy, then your project, essay, or PowerPoint are not considered professional. So providing a works cited page, like the one shown here, is extremely important in making sure that your project, PowerPoint, or essay is credible, meaning trustworthy, and also professional. So how do you create a works cited page? This is a sample works cited page, which unfortunately is not correctly formatted. The format that we're going to be using for our PowerPoint project for the Unit 8 Summative Assessment is going to be an MLA format project. This works cited page here is not MLA formatted. An MLA formatted works cited page should look like this. Now, if you're nervous and don't know how to create a works cited page that looks like this, I'm going to show you how in just a moment. Some of the things that I'd like you to notice are, on this works cited page, there are 3 different sources that have been used by this group. There's the purple source, the yellow source, and the pink source. I know that there are 3 sources because the creators of this works cited page used certain formatting techniques to show me that there are 3 different sources here. Let's talk about those techniques now. The first technique that helps me know that there's 3 different sources are that the person who created this works cited page took the very first sentence of each source and lined them up. If we take a look, the first sentence of this source, the first sentence of the second source, and the first sentence of the third source, all of these first sentences line up to match each other. Meaning that if we were to write these on a lined sheet of paper, these first sentences would be touching the margins of the paper. On the PowerPoint, we don't have margins, but we can see that there's an imaginary line going down these first sentences that basically line them up. The second thing that the creator has done for this project is that they've spaced every single line, meaning that after every single line, you should be entering a space in order to provide a space between all of the lines. Not only does it make it easy to read your works cited page, but it also helps create proper formatting. The next thing that these individuals did to show me that there are 3 different sources are the following. If you see, all of the sentences after the first have a space. The space is shown here by this star. The star is telling you that the student, after they were done typing in A&E television, not only did they hit enter to provide a space, but then they also came over here and hit the tab button. The tab button took the word networks and shifted it over. As they continued to type, once they finished the next sentence, again they hit the enter button and then hit the tab button in order to shift the word war over. Now, because they finished this first source, they hit enter again, but they did not hit tab for the word Britannica. The word Britannica should still line up along that imaginary line that makes it equal to the word history and equal to the word Benavides. When they were done typing in cold, they hit enter and then they hit tab again. Again, they hit tab until they got to the next source. Because of these 3 different formatting techniques I've just showed you, we can easily see that there are 3 different sources provided in this works cited page. Now, if you need some help creating this works cited page, please go ahead and watch the second tutorial. The second tutorial will take you to easybib.com and is going to show you step by step how to enter in specific information that will help you create this citation.